Hey everybody, welcome to Your Barre Studio and welcome to week 1 of your 4-week challenge. Now, if you're doing this in order, today it is our 4th installment, our final workout, and it's an inner thigh focus. Now, it is a total body workout today, but we're just going to give special attention to the inner thighs, a part of the body that I often feel is missed in workouts. So today's session, it is equipment free as it's week 1, and we're going to get started by getting the body moving and getting the heart rate nice and high. When you're ready, come to your space and let's begin. So to get started today, I would like you to come into a really wide stance. The toes are dialing forward and I want you to open up your arms, pressing your palms back, and I'd like you to shine your chest forward. Now, don't worry about anything being perfect here. This should feel really nice, really expansive. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, in complete opposition, I'd like you to bring your arms together, interlace the fingers, press the pelvis, round through the spine and scoop out the abs. So really stretching into the back of the body. How are we feeling? Now, to get us moving today, we're gonna bring the hands to prayer, relax the shoulders, and we're going for single wide squats. We drop and lift. Let's go. We drop and lift. So, week 1 of your 4-week challenge. If you're doing them in order, today is your final workout. And I want you to ensure your heart rate stays nice and high throughout today's session. It's a full body workout with a special focus on those inner thighs. So right now, let's think about our form. The palms are together, the elbows are wide. You're driving those hips nice and low, knees over the toes. We drop and lift. We've got it. We drop and lift. So at any point, feel free to slow things down if this is moving a little bit too quick for you. If it is too challenging, in general, we have a whole separate challenge catered to a foundation level. It is our foundation bar challenge. Now, let's not waste any time. Give me 3 more. We go 2 more. Now, 1 more full rep. We drop and hold. Now, find stillness. So how are we feeling today? Palms are together, elbows are wide. Offbeats are much wider than usual. Take a big breath in. Can you lengthen through the base of your spine and then drop another 2 inches? Now today, as I said, it's all about the inner thighs, okay? So I want you to start to add a tiny pulse down towards the floor. Now the pulse, it's super small and the weight's gonna shift further into the heels, almost so much so the toes can peel away. We take a little drop and drop. Can we start to feel that connection into those inner thighs? Can we start to really intensify that connection? We drop and drop. I'm already talking nonsense. Is intensify a word? Who knows? Tiny drop and drop. We're here for just 8, 7, in 6. We progress in 4, 3, 2, now start to dial those toes out and in. So again, really upping the intensity into the inner thighs here from the get-go. Knees are over those toes, go out and in. So it's super important your stance is nice and wide here. As the toes dial out, the knees follow. We press the thighs back, we stay nice and low for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now in 1, we hold it there. How are they feeling? Take a big breath in. On your exhale, shoulders come on top of the hips. Keep the knees over the toes. Now from here, let's add that length. We're gonna take 2 counts to lift, slowing it right down. We're gonna go 2 counts to lower. Now that extension, it's important. 2 counts to lift. Draw up through the legs, stand nice and tall. 2 counts to lower. As you're doing this, it's as if you're moving through 2 panes of glass. Notice that my shoulders stay on top of my hips. This is not a squat. This is now what we call a wide second. Draw up through the midsection. We lower all the way down. Keep this slow tempo for 3 more. We lengthen, lengthen, we lower. Let's go 2 more. We lengthen, lengthen, and then we lower. Now 1 more, this slow tempo. Squeeze, draw yourself up to standing. Drop it all the way back down. Now speed it up. We lift and lower. Now this is a good opportunity to come back to your breath. How are you feeling? Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. The breath is so important all the way through this. We're gonna go for 5 more. We're going 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Now in 1, you're gonna hold it down there. Whew. Week 1 Inner thigh focus. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, can you squeeze your glutes? Think about the glutes drawing together. Can you press your thighs a little bit wider? And can you come to stillness? Now I want you to hold it here. With your knees over your toes, you are in complete control. The lower you are in your wide second, the more challenging this is going to feel. But for 15 seconds, I want you to hold and focus. What do you want from your workout today? Are we ready to push through our comfort zone? Remember, this is just your warm-up, so we're not here for much longer. Can we drop another inch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lengthen the legs, dial the toes forward, release the arms. Chin tucks the chest, and we're gonna soften down through the knees, hands to the floor. We walk it all the way forward. So straight into a plank position. I want you to bring your toes in line with your hips, and I would like you to drop forearms down to the floor. Now from here, you're lifting up through your lower belly, and I would like you to walk your feet to touch. Now in this position, I want you to think about those inner thighs. I want you to imagine starting at the knees, you're zipping up right the way through your midsection, drawing up, connecting those inner thighs, then lifting up through your pelvic floor, right the way through the belly, right up towards your chest. Now hold it here for me. Breathing deeply, we squeeze the thighs together, we take a squeeze and hold. Now in this position, you are not gonna see anything happening, but you are gonna feel the intensity build if you're in the right position. Check that your forearms are in parallel, so your weight is evenly distributed. Your inner thighs are connected tightly. We squeeze and hold. How are we feeling? We squeeze and hold. Now, if this is too much for you today, exactly the same movement. The shins are just on the floor, and we continue to squeeze and hold. Now, you're not here for long. You're gonna give me 5 more. Whew. We go 4 more. We breathe deeply. We go 3 more. Whew. We go 2 more. Now in 1, Your Barre Studio, week 1 of your 4-week challenge. Remember, we're pushing through our comfort zone today. Can you zip up through your lower belly? Can you squeeze your thighs any tighter? Lift belly through to spine and give me just 10. 9, the bench should be building for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 7-minute warm up, you are done. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, let your chest relax. Don't get too comfortable. Spin yourself around. Come and join me on the back of the body. So, giving those arms a little moment to breathe. We come feet into parallel, knees shining up towards the sky. The tailbone tucks, and you're gonna raise your glutes a hand width away from the floor. I'm already out of breath. Now, from here, the hips stay completely level. Okay, bring your hand for me. It should literally only just fit under your seat. Your rib cage, you close it together, and we start to add a little pulse. We lift it up and up. Now I want you to breathe into this. Closing your eyes for a hot second, I want you just to think about your body. I want you to bring your mind to your body. How is it feeling right now? Where is it? Are we close enough to the floor? Are we in the correct position? Can we tilt the tailbone that little bit deeper? We go for those tiny pulses up and up. Now, as you enjoy this burn that's building, I want your focus to be on your inner thighs. This is going to heavily work your hamstrings and your glutes, also working your midsection, but we are going to be targeting the inner thighs as well. We are not here for long. Can we go for 8? Can we go 7? Can we go 6? 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold in 1. Keep yourself that hand width away from the floor. This is not a glute bridge, it's a back dancing position. Right leg comes to tabletop. We're gonna bring it all the way up. We're gonna bring it all the way down. Really, really nice work. Just the right leg. Right leg comes up to tabletop. Right leg taps back down. So you wanna make your right leg almost light as a feather here. Pubic bone tucking towards the belly button. Feel the connection of that inner thigh, that left side working super, super hard. Now you will know, have your hips dropped out of line here? Can you readjust? We bring the right leg back to tabletop. We tap that right leg down to the floor. How are we feeling? Are we still a hand width away from the floor? Breathing in, breathing out. Keeping that breath flowing. Let's go for 3 more. We keep it simple today. Whoo, that burn is building. We've got this. Now, last time, as your right leg comes to tabletop, we hold it there. The inner thigh should be on fire now. Can you tilt your tailbone a little bit deeper for me? Can you revisit that tiny pulse up and up? Now, I'm hoping that the shape is starting to really build here. Relax your shoulders. Arms are connected down towards the floor. Can you tuck your tailbone? Ensure that your right shin is literally stacked, knee on top of the hip. We pulse it up and up. How are we feeling? We've got this. We go little lift and lift. The left hamstring, the belly of the left glutes working really hard. Remember, this is a full body workout with that inner thigh focus today. We've got this. Let's go 15, 14, 13. We're breathing deeply for just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now 1. You hold it there. The hips are still hovered. Can we finish this off in stillness? Keeping your hips completely square. Can we tilt the tailbone an inch deeper? And how does it feel to bring our left hand towards prayer? Perhaps letting our right arm follow. We are now no longer utilizing those arms to maintain this position. Can we tuck the tailbone and perhaps finish for 10 seconds by lengthening our right leg, pointing the right toe up towards the sky? Your Barre Studio, you're here for 5. Keep breathing. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Now, straight away, bring your knees to your chest. Rock and roll any which way. I'm just gonna spin round so I'm not having my back to you. And I want you to come down straight onto your side so your left inner thigh is on the bottom. Now, from here, you're in a lovely long line like a pencil. Your right palm is staying connected to the floor. And I want you to imagine you're lifting away from the ground. As you squeeze your thighs together, you're gonna lift both legs up and then down. So really connecting what we call our adductors. We're drawing the thighs together to lift the legs away from the floor. We take it up and down, zipping up through that midsection as you do it. The right arm is here to support you. You bring it up and down. Now listen up, if this feels really uncomfortable for your hip bone, grab a pillow, grab a towel. The joy of these home workouts is you're in your own space. Feel confident to do whatever your body needs to get you through this exercise. We lift and lower. Super simple. We go up and down. Squeeze those inner thighs. Give me 3 more. We breathe deeply. We go 2 more. We've got this. Now in 1, can we hold it there? Now squeezing the inner thighs together, both legs are floating off the floor. I want you to flex the feet and give me a tiny bend, press, hold, squeezing the thighs together. Bend, press, hold. Core should still be engaged. Bend, press, hold. Right palm pressing down towards the floor. Bend, press, hold. How are we feeling? We are not here for long. Bend, press, hold. Can we go 3 more? Bend, press, hold. Can we go 2 more? Bend, press, hold. Now in 1. You're going to lift both legs, feet stay flexed, we pulse it up and up. So squeeze the inner thigh towards the lifted leg, okay? Find that connection, we lift and lift. We're not going to be here for long, keep that breath flowing. Feel your core working super, super hard to stabilize this position. We pulse it up and up. We breathe a little bit deeper. Let's go for 15, 14, 13, tiny pulses for 10, 9, squeeze those inner thighs for just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, now take a moment. Before you get too comfortable, spin yourselves onto the back of your body. Bring your hands to the back of your head. Give me single crunches. We lift and lower. So how are we feeling right now? Feet are just in parallel, knees shining up towards the sky. We exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Breathe out and in. We've got it. We lift and lower. So flying through our workouts. Always a bad decision to have chocolate before I teach because it dries my throat so much. But I literally inhaled a Malteser bunny before I began. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and lower. We're not going to be here for long. Let's go for 5 more. Whew. We go 4 more. Yes, go 3 more. 2 more. Now in 1, I want you to hold it there. Staying lifted, thread your belly button down to the floor. So just be aware of the line of your spine. Now to take things a little further, I would like your right leg to come to tabletop and your left leg to follow. So you're stacking your knees on top of your hips. Now from here, we're gonna open up the thighs. We're gonna draw the thighs wide. We're gonna then squeeze the thighs back to parallel, reset, exhale, lift. So we open the thighs, we draw them to parallel, we reset, and then we lift. We've got this. We open and close. Keep those legs nice and even. Exhale, lift. Let's go. We open and close. We reset. Exhale, lift. So every time you're opening those thighs, imagine the inner thighs connecting almost as if they're magnetized, drawing to each other. Reset, exhale, lift. 2 more. We open, we close. Inhale, reset, exhale, lift. Last time. How are we all feeling? Now from here, hold stillness. Whew, we're very close to taking it right back to where we started, okay? Big breath in. On our exhale, thread the belly button down towards the floor. See if you can crunch that little bit higher. Now I want you to start to cycle your legs left and right. Keep yourself lifted in your crunch. Scoop out those abs. Try and lift the shoulder blades further off the floor. Now before you know it, we're going to be going straight into our second and final side, starting with our back dancing position. But before we get there, you've got 20 seconds. Can you start to twist elbow to knee? Can you start to speed this up? If it's too much, go for that slow and controlled cycle. If you can, you've got just 10 seconds. Can you speed it up? Get that heart rate a little higher for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now feet to the floor. Release the arms, tuck the tailbone. We lift and hold. Tiny pulses, we lift and lift. Let's go. Whew. Flood the body with your breath here. Arms are connected down to the floor. Pubic bone is tucked towards the belly button, and we are breathing deeply. Little lift and lift. We've got it. We pulse and pulse. So come back to your form. There is a reason why I talk so much, and I say this all the time, and it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I would rather you have everything you need to get the most from your workout. I want you to feel engaged in this workout. I want you to feel like I am literally in that room with you. So check for me, are you a hand width away from the floor? Can we tilt the tailbone a little bit deeper? Have we flared through the rib cage, or can we draw the ribs together? Imagining you're shortening through the front of your body, lengthening through the back. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now in 1, left leg to tabletop. Let's go. We bring it all the way up. We lightly tap it down. Now straight away, your hips are going to struggle to stay in line. So I need you to work a little bit harder to maintain that pelvic stability, okay? Super important here. The arms are anchored down towards the floor. We're breathing deeply as the left leg just comes to tabletop. The hips are still. We tap it all the way down, halfway through. Left leg up. We tap it down. Now you'll be glad to know you've literally got less than 10 minutes to finish off this full body workout, inner thigh focus. We are so close. Bring your mind back to the body. What's that right inner thigh doing? Let's go 3 more. We bring it up. We tap it down. Are we still lifted? 2 more. We tap it down. Now in 1, can we hold it there? Pubic bone to belly button, right foot pressing down towards the floor. We find those little pulses. We lift and lift. Now this is that moment, if you need to, close your eyes. Really utilize the arms on the floor. Draw your shoulder blades down, create space between the shoulders and the ears, and give me those tiny pulses up and up. We're breathing deeply as we do this. Pubic bone to belly button. We are flooding the body with our breath. We are over halfway with those tiny pulses. We lift and lift. You've got this. Remember, we want to be moving through our comfort zone. Keep those hips nice and square for me. Let's go. We pulse and pulse. That moment of stillness is fast approaching. Bring mind to that inner thigh. What's happening? Can you give me 15, 14 to that hold, 13. We breathe a little bit deeper for 10, 9, 8, 7. We go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold in 1. Now everybody hold stillness. Finishing here, the hips stay square. Can you tuck your tailbone that little bit deeper? How does it feel this time to bring your right hand to prayer? Let your left arm follow. And maintaining that lovely hip stability. I was going to say that hip squareness. You're like, Katie, shut up, let's move on. Can we lengthen the leg for 10 seconds? I am with you, pointing that left toe, tucking your tailbone. You give me 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Take a moment, straight away, roll over into that lovely extended position. Lengthen your legs, squeeze the inner thighs together. Left palm pressing down to the floor as you lift the abs away from the ground. We take it up and down. Let's go. We lift and lower. So remember, if you need something to cushion your hip bone, it is your workout. Do whatever you need to do. Again, that is the joy of these home workouts. If you've ever been to a gym or a studio where you felt uncomfortable, I want you to take ownership of this workout. This is your Barre Studio. It's not mine. I'm just here teaching. Listen to your body, okay? Squeeze, lift and lower. Now, if you haven't already, think about that inner thigh. What's going on? Can we squeeze the inner thighs a little bit tighter? Keeping our focus on that right inner thigh as we squeeze, lift and lower. Let's go 3 more. Squeeze, lift and lower. Let's go 2 more. Squeeze, lift and lower. Now in 1, squeeze, lift. We hold it there. My left palm is really active here. My feet, they flex. We go for a micro bend, press and hold. Now every time I extend the legs, I'm squeezing my inner thighs a little bit deeper. We're breathing through this. Press and hold. We've got this. We press and hold. How are we feeling here? We press and hold. Left palm pressing down. We press and hold. We breathe that little bit deeper. Let's go. 3 more to those pulses. We go 2 more. Now in 1, your Barre Studio, right thigh squeezes to lift both legs. We go up and up. We pulse, we lift and lift. Really think about isolating the inner thighs. What's happening with that midsection is your core still active. Thread the belly button through to the spine and join me as we pulse and pulse. We're so close. Big breath in, big breath out. We lift and lift. Let's go for 15, 14. Can we pulse any higher? Make it even smaller for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, lower those legs down. Straight away, come onto your back. How are we feeling? Now we aren't far from the end of our workout. This time, we're gonna bring our toes together and we're gonna open out the knees. Stretching and opening out, hands behind the head. Single crunches, we lift and lower. We've got it, take it up and down. Breathe, we lift and lower. We lift and lower. So the hands are supporting the head here. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Take it up and down. So let's come back to our form. Can we keep a little space between the chin and the chest? Can we please, or peel the shoulder blades a little further away from the floor? Every time you lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. We've got this, take it up and down. Lift and lower. Let's go 3 more. Let's go 2 more. Now in 1, can you hold stillness? Can you join me here? Now taking your moment, thread your belly button down towards the ground. Take note of your lower spine. And then from here, you're gonna bring your left leg to tabletop and your right leg to follow, but your toes are gonna stay together, your knees are gonna stay apart. Now, if you're like me and you struggle with the arch in your lower spine, think about lightly imprinting, threading your belly button down, but keep yourself lifted. Now this time, we're gonna flex the feet, we're gonna squeeze the thighs all the way out, and then we're gonna bring the knees apart, we're gonna reset the head. So exhale to lift, full extension, squeeze the thighs together, bring it back, inhale, lower, we've got this. Exhale, lift, flex, squeeze, bring it all the way back. So take this at a tempo that feels good for you, okay? We are so close to the end of our workout. Keep breathing. If it's too much, slow the tempo down and just give me 2 counts to lift, 2 counts to lower. But if you can, I want you to be actively thinking about connecting those thighs. Bring it all the way back and we lower. We've got this. Exhale, lift. We flex. We bring it back and lower. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Flex, extend. Draw it back and lower. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Flex, extend. Draw it back and lower. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Flex, extend. Draw it back and lower. Now from here, lift and hold. Come back to that stillness just as you did on your first side. We're coming into our final 2 minutes of movement, okay? End of your first week, I want you to bring your shins to a tabletop position. I want you to revisit those cycles, keeping that control. Now try and lift into that crunch. Thread your belly button down to the floor. Look at how controlled and exaggerated the cycles are. Now, if this is enough, you stay here. You've got 30 seconds, but if you can, your penultimate challenge, you get your heart rate a little higher, you go back into those full bicycles, okay? So 2 options. Option 1, slow and controlled with your chest lifted off the floor. Or option 2, you're giving me those oblique twists in a full bicycle. Wherever you are, in 15 seconds, you're gonna join me in stillness. We are so close. Do whatever your body needs. Lift up into that crunch for 6, 5, we hold in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now everyone, feet to the floor, thighs connected, reset the head. Breathing deeply on your exhale, this is it. Lifting up head, chest, and shoulder blades, you find stillness. Now I want you to think about your inner thighs. Last little hurdle before we're done and dusted. Squeeze the thighs, zip up through your midsection, and if it's available, bring your legs to a tabletop position without losing that connection. Now, if you've already done our arms and abs, you would have found our mid-back curl earlier in the week. If you can, join me here. Right hand comes to the back of the thigh, left hand follows, and I'd like you to curl up or creep up, either or, into this lovely position. Now squeeze the inner thighs for me. I want those thighs to stay connected. And then to finish off your workout, big breath in, big breath out. Can your right arm reach long? Can your left arm follow? But can you squeeze those inner thighs together? Thread your belly button down, shoulder blades are lifted. We're here for just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo. Come down onto the back of your body. Take a big breath in, big breath out. So at the end of your workout, as always, 3 minutes to finish off and really sort of round off the workout itself. We come back into our cool down, okay? So just take a moment, just stay on your back and just focus on your breath. Now, there's lots of different variations of bar. For me, it's low impact, so I like to keep the class moving. But we do not want to avoid those moments to stretch and lengthen the body. They are so important. And we have taken them across the session, but right now we're going to focus on relaxing and stretching. So stay with me. Your first movement, your first stretch, I want you to keep it simple, lengthening your legs long. I want you to sweep your arms overhead and give me a gorgeous reach, lengthening through your abdominal wall, getting rid of any tension. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, let those knees come back towards the chest. And this time, you're going to join me and you're going to rock forward and back. And you're going to come all the way round to an all fours position. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let your belly fall, let your chest smile forward. Ooh, feel that abdominal wall just open out, chest smiles. And then we round in opposition. How are we feeling? Really, really gorgeous work. If at the end of your workout you would like to prioritize something different, feel free to do so. Remember, we focused heavily on those inner thighs, so let's really focus on stretching them out. Now from here, you're going to come into a long spine and you're just going to shoot your right leg out towards the right hand side. Now from here, you're going to open up your right arm and you'll be able to really open up your chest here. Very similar to the rotation that we had earlier in the week in our wide lunge. We're going to sweep the arm under this time and you'll feel a gentle spiral, but a really nice stretch into your inner thighs. Take a big breath in for me. On your exhale, let yourself melt down that little bit deeper. And then open up your right arm. Now I say this all the time, but these stretches, they don't need to be picture perfect. Mine certainly aren't. This should just feel good. You should be feeling this in your inner thigh. Opening up the chest, you should feel like a nice stretch through the front of the body and the back in your rotation. And then as you bring the left arm under, you should feel the stretch, more importantly on the inner thigh. Now I like to use my arm to really twist into the stretch. Feel free to do whatever feels good for you, but don't forget those inner thighs. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's unravel that left arm. Ooh, nice work. Now from here, bring yourself back into your cat-cow as we come to the end of our workout. I don't want you to rush, but I would like you to join me very, very slowly, making your way up to a standing position. Let your head come nice and heavy, and then slowly rebuild the spine. Do not rush this. Really, really nice work. Now, if you have done this in order, which you may not have, this is the end of week 1, okay? And I want you just to take a moment, just for yourself before we finish. So give me a big breath in. On your exhale, let your hands find each other in prayer, and just let your prayer fall to your chest. Now, I would like you just to join me and close your eyes, relax the shoulders. Barre is all about taking time for yourself, and hopefully you've enjoyed that this week. Thank you so much for taking time to prioritize your movement and for trusting me with it. I am so grateful you're here. When you're ready, relax the arms, open the eyes, because you are done. Gorgeous, gorgeous work. If you like that workout, please let me know. I always love to hear from you and hear what you enjoy and what you would like to see. So leave me a comment and I will get back to you. Otherwise, I'm going to leave you here, guys. Amazing work, and I look forward to seeing you for week 2.